What's up, guys? How's it going? Ross Christofoli here, and I'm actually sitting in my future new office space. So I want to talk about this real quick and how this relates to you. So about 3 months ago, I messaged the guy who I currently am renting my office space from, just a few blocks down the road from where I'm at. And I said, hey, do you have any other office spaces that are bigger? We're growing, we need more room, etc., blah, 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 blah. And he said to me, well, I have one, but it's a little bit pricey, blah, blah, blah. You may even be interested in buying it. And I said to him, well, let me see it. So we come in here, and I'll show you. This place was a disaster. This upstairs, it's an old bank. It was a disaster. And as you can see, this was on all the walls. It's really old planking, and we're going to actually have to acid wash all these walls because, as you can see, there's lines from where all of these planks were. And I loved it, and I said, I'll take it. I'll do it. And I made that decision right then and there. I could see, though, at the time, the office that I wanted. I could see the space that I wanted. Where I'm sitting right now will eventually be the most amazing spot for a mastermind. We'll easily be able to fit 25 people here nicely in their tables and make nice rows here, have a little couch over there. It's going to be beautiful. But then once I made the decision and I said this is what I wanted to do, then there came this part where it's well, crap. I've committed to this. I've signed the paper. I've committed to it. And then you have to start going through the motions. And it's not always fun. It's calling people. It's figuring things out. It's getting systems and people structured where this guy's coming in at this time and this framework. And now I'm starting to see things come together. The framework is starting to come together. So there's going to be 2 office spaces here, our conference room in the back, a little kitchenette area in the back there, and then up here is going to be a mastermind space. And then right over here, there's going to be a nice little reception desk. I'm starting to see my vision, though, from 2 months ago get put into place. Now, you guys might say, well, Ross, that's great and dandy for you because you have money coming in. You have finances, you have stuff to back you. Let me tell you the truth. Even though that's all good points, guess how much money I personally have had to put into all this so far? Other than the security deposit, which was $6,000. $0. Well, then how do you do all this? Well, I willed it into place. We negotiated that if we were going to take over this place at a 3-year lease, that they were going to build it out and I would manage the build out. So it came down to negotiations and figuring those things out, and then taking action. I mean, every single day I'm up here helping them and structuring and showing them where we want this and want that and blah, 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 as little things come up. Now, what does this have to do with you? Well, because you guys, so many of you guys, are sitting around all day hoping that things are going to happen for you. And things don't happen for you like that. They just don't. You have to make them happen. If you don't do something, it's not going to happen. If you don't put systems in place, it's not going to happen. If you don't take action, something's not going to happen. You have to take action on things. Otherwise, you're never going to materialize into anything. Now, I'm not the guy who drives around in a Lamborghinis. I'm not the guy who flashes $35,000 Rolexes. But you know who I am? I'm the guy who just spent the last hour looking at a duplex and taking pictures that we're going to be purchasing as an investment property to help with income tax for my agency. I'm the same guy that then came over here. So this is basically what I do for a living. Is now my job has gone from I'm no longer in the day-to-day tasks to where I kind of hop around between meetings and this and that. And I was in a Lead Carrot meeting this morning. I was in a Pocket Funnels meeting this morning. I was in a coaching call for one of my clients who's in the equipment this morning. I was managing my cold callers this morning, helping I'm just kind of bouncing around between things. And people say, Ross, how do you do all this? How do you stay sane? Well, the reason I stay sane is because I've built a really good group of people around me. I've built a great team around me. Everything that I do, I systemize. For instance, you look at my program, look at my course, Agency Knowledge. When you start going through watching my webinar, what happens? Christian will reach out to you. He helps you get onboarded. I hop on. I have a 4 o'clock group coaching today. I hop on and do lives in my group, help the students out. When it comes to the day-to-day tasks, I always have people who are qualified to do those sorts of things. You look at my agency. Somebody hires my agency to do appointment setting. I set up 1 or 2 cold callers or even cold emailers, whatever might be, appointment setters for them. I get them set up. We have them going on the script. Boom, they're rocking and rolling. I don't have to keep thinking about it because I set everything up as a team and systemized. You're not going to get that, though, just sitting there watching videos today. I have to ask you, what are you procrastinating? What in the world are you procrastinating? Like, what do you think's going to happen if you wait till tomorrow? What do you think's going to happen if you wait till Friday? I can't afford it. Well, how can you afford it? You know, people always, I can't. Start asking, how can I? And then figure that sort of stuff out. Somebody says, hey, Ross, I'm looking for a job. Do you have any openings? You know what I think about? I think, well, how can I make it to where this person is not costing money, but they're an asset? They're making me money. If somebody is not making me money in my business, they got to go. I can't have anyone who is not making me money. If I can't profit on each person who's working for me, they can't be here. I just can't have them because otherwise they're just going to be draining my company. There's niceties and then there's necessities. If they're not necessary, they got to go. Now, some people might say, Ross, that's not good teamwork. Oh, you got to have someone who runs things smooth. Yeah, but you can usually justify the financial positioning of them otherwise. So I want you to think for just a second as you're sitting there in your house, sitting there in your home office, it's maybe sitting in your underwear with your socks on right now. Why is it that this 29-year-old kid, so ambitious, has a software company coming out, huge event coming up in October, massive agency, getting into real estate investing, building out his own office space here. He's building his company, but I'm sitting here in my socks, hoping that one day something's going to get better. I'm not saying that rubbing something in your face. I'm saying it because I was in the same position as you 2.5 years ago. It's funny. I started my agency out of a guest room about half a block away from here at a house that we were renting, only $985 a month, and it included heat. That's really good, too, for including heat. The point is, though, it started in a teeny little guest room, but every single day I took consistent actions. Now, you can figure it out all on your own, and that's fine. It's going to take you a little while, though. It's funny, I just saw a post by a student this morning. He's only been in the program for about 3 weeks. He did a video scrolling through showing us his calendar just full, absolutely full, with businesses that want lead generation service. I had another student post yesterday. He's been in the program for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. They got their appointment setter system up. It's been 7 days now that they've been running on my system. They got the first client out of it through their appointment setters yesterday. People are making big changes and making big moves, but it takes big moves to get big results. And it takes guts and it takes risk. If you're not willing to take a risk, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're not willing to actually build something, then go get a job. Because that's the only, otherwise you're either contributing to society or you're a burden on society. One or the other. There's really no in between. You're either contributing or you're a burden. So you have to ask yourself, which one am I? And the biggest difference is your attitude, your mentality, and your motivation. If right now you're like, gosh, I wish that I had my business going like this, blah, 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 but that seems so far away. It's really not that far away. Let me paint a picture for you right now. Let's say that you have 0 clients at all, 0 clients. Okay, so you go launch, you put in my funnel in place for my Now Hiring funnel. you're only paying per appointment. And let's say you get a closer who's closing those calls, closing those appointments. So you go at it for about a week or two and you start getting clients, and all of a sudden you realize you're like Nick and Isaac, where you're getting 5-10 clients a month, and then 1 month you take on 25 clients, and it's just boom, 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 and you just keep getting clients. So now you've got, let's just say you're at 10 clients stable, and you want to take things to the next level. Well, now you start introducing upsells. You start bringing in a team of people. You start building an in-house team out to get, you could have just imagine a desk back here that's just got a row of people setting appointments. So my goal here is that when I'm not using, I'll show you guys, this is what I'm going to be doing. Right here is where we're going to be hosting our masterminds. So we'll have like a whiteboard, a TV up on the wall there, nice little platform here. And then right here is going to be all just tables, really nice tables. People set up with their laptops. But guess what we're going to be doing? Actually, I'm turning this into a cool bookshelf, by the way. And then over here, we're going to put like a little couch. But when we are not masterminding, I'm going to have laptops at every one of these tables, and my appointment setters are going to be going at it. That's what we're going to be doing over here. So you could have all these same things too, and you could have the same system set up. Your business could be absolutely booming, and you could do it on your own, or you can let me help you. It's really your choice. You can do it on your own, or you can do it from somebody who's in the trenches day to day making things happen. With that said, guys, I got to go get some work done, and we have group coaching with my students at 4 o'clock today. So I'm going to go get myself set up for that. You guys have an amazing day.